See, I carry my hustle for my shoulder.
Hey,
On my jacket, I'm a one-man
about this,
soldier.
Drew?
Hey, I don't
Cause
know
if
shit, but I
money
like the
not them,
vibe.
mama correct. So even if you don't do it for me, do it for my brothers. When I was young, I heard
I'm with it. I'm with it.
Okay. Welcome to episode 2, UndR podcast. My name is Bolahan Osaini, and I'm with my main dude, Drew Cook, aka Lazar. Talk to him, Drew. What's going on?
You already know you boy Church with the merch. You already saying we out here. I heard get it. You already know. What's up, y'all? How you doing?
For those of you who have not liked or subscribed to our YouTube, please do hit the like button down below. And we're also available on Spotify and Apple Music as well. So do you want to get us started today, Drew?
Yeah. I figured we'd probably started with the hottest thing on ESPN right now. Everything that everybody talk about. My boy, ex-Heat player. You know what I'm saying? Uh Fellow King, you know what I'm saying? Jawan Howard out here with these hands, bro.
Fab Five.
he handed out Fab Fives. That's what he doing.
No, man, I'm not gonna lie. When I saw that, I was like, what in the world is he doing? Did he just mollywop this dude?
He tried to mush the assistant coach, bro. Like I
Dude must
don't
have said something smart though, man.
I mean, you know how it go, man. But my thing is like, I didn't think he deserved to get fired. You know what I'm saying?
They fired
So
him?
no. I'm just saying, like, when they was, you know what I'm saying, I didn't think he deserved to get fired, and he didn't. And he got suspended of 5 games though. Well, he got suspended the rest of the season, so it resulted in 5 games. That's what ended up happening. So
Yeah, I knew they were gonna suspend him, man, but I don't know, man. I get it. Those players are gonna be energized. They're gonna want to play for him come next season.
yeah,
He's like a coach that goes to bat for you, but if I'm a parent and I'm looking at that, like, no, I'm not sending my son over there. He can't even control his own emotions. That's how I'm gonna look at it.
I mean, to me, it's more stuff happens. There, I've seen way worse. You know what I'm saying? Of people like getting buck wild, and you know what I'm saying. I've seen people steal off on players, and it's the fact now they're talking about it's gotten so bad that they like, should we get rid of the handshakes altogether? And it's
Yeah,
like, bro,
I
how you
saw
do
that.
that? It's like, how do you do that? How do we as men not, you know what I'm saying, men and women in sport, you know what I'm saying? But like, you know what I'm saying, we lead, sports. It's like, how do we not shake hands, bro?
Now I hear you
That's
on that.
wild.
You know what it made me kind of think of was the whole Cam Newton situation when he lost
What
in that
aspect?
Super Bowl and walked off the
Oh yeah,
field,
yeah.
and they were like, but I'm like, man, after a game, you'd be so mad,
Bro, you be so mad.
especially as a
You be
competitor.
mad.
Like, no, I'm not for to shake your hand.
Sometimes, especially if you get like pieced up, like let's say you hooping and somebody drop 35 on you, you probably
Yeah,
not wanting to
no,
shake the
I was
dude's
shaking
hand.
your hand, bro.
I'm just not shaking your hand.
Yeah,
I'm not even mad. I'm just not shaking your hand. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah,
I just don't want to shake your hand, bro. You just
man. I'm still kind of wondering what was said to him to push him to that level, though, man. Because man, to
apparently it
snap
started
like
out as
that,
some basketball. It
you said
started out
what?
as some like situational basketball stuff. Apparently, I think the Wolverines were down by like 18 or something like that, and it was still full court pressing.
Oh wow.
And but I mean, Jawan was probably like, don't give up, stay on it. You know what I'm saying? Like it's never over, no matter what it is. And I think the other coach called a timeout. So I think uh in the line, the Wisconsin coach pulled Jawan Howard back and said something to him. And then that's when Jawan Howard grabbed the dude by his collar. He let him go. But he grabbed the dude, let him go, was saying something. They got split up. And then that's when the assistant manager came in and was like, why? And that's when he reached out. He mushed old boy. So
Damn.
I think, I mean, my thing is like, they've made, the Fresh Prince was about a scuffle on the ball court, bruh.
Yeah, yeah. Shout out to
Like a
Bel Air,
scuffle on the
man.
ball court can lead to a lot, but I don't know. I feel like they handled it good. I feel like now it sucks for the guys on Michigan because they was kind of on a bubble and they got some big games, including the game against ranked Ohio State uh last game of the season. So they got some tough games ahead of them. They still want to get in the tournament, but you know,
They're gonna play hard
stuff
though,
happens.
especially after what happened to him. They're gonna
Oh,
play hard.
they gonna play hard.
You
They
know?
gonna play hard for Coach Howard. You already know.
Mm-hmm.
Wolverines got a good program. Ain't nothing changing.
Exactly. Speaking about games, what about these NFL schedules? How you feeling about that, man?
I'm feeling tremendous.
Why is
That's
that?
all I'm gonna say. Well, if we really want to get into the nitty gritty of it, the Chiefs schedule. Ooh boy.
He lifted the glass.
Bro, I'm telling you, right now it's looking good. Obviously, free agency draft, it's like I said, we got a lot, but when it comes to, there's a reason why we're number one projected to win the Super Bowl. Like we're the favorites again. That's always our tier. That's always our standard is the favorites. So whether or not we win, the fact that we're always favorites, I think is very interesting. But aside from the 6 free wins from the AFC West, or the occasional 5-1 when the Chargers want to go for it on fourth down every play because they have nothing to lose. We have a nice. I think we do home game: Titans, Rams, Bills, Seahawks. Okay, I understand what they probably think about the Bills and the Rams are the defending champions. And yeah, the Titans beat us last season. All right, whatever. I still think Ryan Tannehill can't throw a football. So I'm still looking at least 2-2, 3-1. So once again, we're sitting at what, 9-1 right now? And then we have Texans
Just
away, Colts
guaranteeing all
away.
these wins.
Bro, come
That's
on.
how you feel.
Bro, we got Colts away. We got Cardinals away, Bengals away, and Bucks away. So Bucks is a win. I don't think that
Are you
Joe
saying that
Burrow's
you're
gonna.
assuming Tom Brady ain't coming back?
Well, his backup is my former roommate from what's today? College Ave, Evazu Blaine Gabbert, with a career rating of 72.4.
Was he really your roommate?
Well, he was downstairs. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
He wasn't my roommate, but he was in the building.
I got you.
So it's just the fact that he went to school with us both.
Yeah. That's how I be feeling when I see Chase Daniel play too. I'm like, man, I used to see that court, man. Anyway.
I ain't seen him since like Brady, bro. Brady Thomas. It's been a while. Right. But that's who they got. And then they got Kyle Trask. I mean, stuff could go better for there, but that's looking like a win. Will the Bengals beat us again? Yes or no? But essentially what I'm trying to say is I'm looking at another 12-win division winning season right here. So it's just, to me,
Great Super Bowl.
now it gets interesting. They got some other soft schedules out there, but it's like I said, with the NFC kind of being wide open with no Brady, you know what I'm saying, depending on if Russell or Aaron Rodgers, to the AFC, man, it's all looking the same. Like there's most of the free agents got moved this year. People got to plug some of the holes, but most of the teams are intact, bro. It's all just going to be moving money around.
That's why you got that KC shirt on, huh?
Oh,
That's
do I?
And he was showing off, man.
I said they know the vibes.
That's what's up.
You know what I'm saying? It's just we the favorites for a reason. Because it's like the Texans. Are you serious? Like the Colts, they talking about getting rid of Carson Wentz. 49ers don't know which quarterback they want to, run. Cardinals, Kyler Murray don't know if he want to be on the team or not. The Bills, yeah, they beat us, but we beat them in the late game, and they lost Brian Daboll.
Pause real quick.
I like
that whole Kyler Murray situation, man. I don't like how they throwing him under the bus, man. Now he ain't mature enough. Now he's not serious or whatever it is they say.
Yeah. None of us are. That's the whole point.
He's a kid, man.
To me, more of his problem is he is literally the smallest, I think, starting quarterback in the history of the game, except for maybe Doug Flutie. Like he's literally like the smallest guy. And when you playing even behind your own lineman who can be anywhere from 6'3" to 6'9", you know what I'm saying?
Mm.
It creates, I think, a little bit of a difficulty um that I don't think he was really used to. And
But
it's
Russell Wilson's
different.
pretty short too, though. He does a pretty
But Russell Wilson's like a healthy 5'10". Like I
yeah.
think Kyler Murray is literally like 5'7", 5'8". Like
Oh,
that's a
okay.
like you know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah,
just your throwing lanes are kind of limited. You know what I mean?
I hear
And
you.
then he's a Kyle Kingsbury quarterback. So he's gonna start off the season red hot and then he gonna fizzle out, just like Kyle Kingsbury teams do, just like Kyle Kingsbury quarterbacks including Pat Mahomes at Texas Tech. So yeah, that's I don't know. I feel like he's in a tough spot, and that's what kind of really sucks for these really, really high picks at quarterback. Most of the time, you go into a terrible situation.
Right.
Like most of the time, you're picking up the Jags, or you're getting drafted to the Jets, or you know what I'm saying. You're getting on these bad teams. So I mean, it's just what.
Hmm.
And the Cardinals are a little bit better than that. Like you know what I'm saying. They at one point they were the best team in the league this past season for like maybe a 2-week period, but at one point they were. Chandler Jones was going bananas. Kyler was performing. Connor, he was doing, you know what I'm saying? He was doing numbers. Uh, but yeah, it's just like, how do you, but the whole social media stuff, that's all perception. That's all marketing. That's all branding. I don't put no weight in, oh, he took down all the Cardinal stuff. All right, cool. So maybe he got a new social media manager. Like, I
Yeah,
just don't read into stuff like that.
I don't
I don't
either.
read into it.
I mean, they always try to spin the narrative in their, the organization's favor. So I feel
Blah,
like
blah,
you got to
blah.
let your play speak for you on the court, on the field.
He's a baller. I'm not saying he's not a baller. Him and D Hop are definitely a dangerous combo in this league. Probably top 5, 6 as far as QB to wide receiver pairings. But you know, it's like to do it every year and to not have some of the stability, and especially, you know what I mean? It's the Cardinals now. They got a Super Bowl coming this year. I told you keep your eye on them.
Yeah.
If the Cardinals make the Super Bowl and we got 3 home teams in a row, that little pattern I talked about.
You think the Rams gonna
You know
make
what I'm
it
saying?
back?
No, I honestly think it'll be out of the NFC.
Mm-hmm.
My dark horse pick actually is the Atlanta Falcons. I think now
I live in
if
Atlanta.
Brady
I
don't
don't
come
even
back,
believe you.
bro, I'm serious.
I don't believe that shit.
I'm so serious.
Excuse my. I don't believe it until I see
Well, okay, peep game. If
it. Go
Tom
ahead.
Brady don't come back, Drew Brees already gone, Sean Payton gone. Unless the Panthers get like Aaron Rodgers or Russell Wilson, they ain't got but Sam Darnold, because I feel like the Panthers are another one of them teams. They just a quarterback away, decent defense. The coach, Matt Rule, actually seemed to pay off for them. So, good for them. It's sometimes tough for the NCAA guys to come up, but he seemed to do a pretty good job. He's got weapons: Christian McCaffrey, DJ Moore, Robbie Anderson. You know what I'm saying? Decent defense, but they need that quarterback. Sam Darnold wasn't it. Bringing Cam back worked for a game. And so out of the NFC South, who's left? Who's the most veteran quarterback? Matt Ryan. Who was an MVP like 4 or 5 years ago? Matt Ryan. Who won 7 games last year? Matt Ryan. Aside from Calvin Ridley having his little mental thing, Kyle Pitts coming into his second year. Still got Cordero Patterson,
I'll give you that.
the fantasy god. You know what I'm saying? Like he's still got all these pieces. If they just need a defense, they gotta go. Like they need to draft like 6 rounds defense, 1 round
I'm gonna say that
offensive
their
line.
defense is the reason they lost that Super Bowl.
Their defense is the reason why they lose a lot. They don't really have. They traded Buda Baker. They traded like they just don't really have anybody on defense that is really a. They just released Dante Fowler Jr. So they really just don't have anybody on defense. I mean, they got a couple people obviously, but it's not the strong point of their team. But they might pick to win the division, and all you need is the playoffs and Matt Ryan plus the offense coming back. They're probably one receiver and a couple other pieces away. They good, man. I think they good. I think they win the division this year.
You mentioned coaches, and speaking of coaches, one that comes to mind is the whole Brian Flores situation.
That's interesting because it's kind of the same thing with the Colin Kaepernick situation. It's like you're suing, but you want a job. So it's kind of weird because they don't necessarily feel inclined to want to employ you. So I was A, surprised, B, happy for the Steelers organization because they picked him up as a defensive assistant. You know what I'm saying? And he really does his thing. And I feel
Well,
like
they
he
did
fixed
hire
the
him.
Tomlin. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So he ended up, but that's kind of where I get confused because I don't really know some of the in-depth legal,
Well, I
you know
feel
what I
like
mean? Because
he's
it's like,
doing to create that precedent for futures. Because he could have easily just took that job and hush mouth, dismiss this stuff. Nobody gonna say nothing again. And the next time it happens to somebody else, it just happens.
I mean, but I guess that's where my question lies because it then becomes like, how you suing them, but you got a job? Like, you can't
He's suing them
can
for
you
the
sue your employer
discrimination.
like that and be employed?
He's suing them for the discrimination that happened while he applied for a different job
Oh, okay. So that puts it into
with the
a
different
space for,
organization within the NFL.
oh, okay.
So
Okay. Well, I mean,
he's
either
like,
way, he
man,
got a
I
job.
applied
So
for this position. I ain't even
right.
get interviewed. You already congratulated somebody else. I'm getting texts from other coaches telling me congratulations.
You stay stuck on this text, man. It's funny.
Nah, man, that's
Speaking of
messed up,
coaches,
bro.
bro.
You
Speaking of
don't see how
coaches
messed
that
up
didn't
that
get a
is?
job. Speaking of coaches that didn't get a job, Eric Bieniemy just heard today that he's staying with the Chiefs. So that's the other reason I'm feeling real good right now, Doug. You know what I'm saying? We
You
get
didn't want him
Eric
to
B
leave,
back.
huh?
No, because in my mind, it's stay till Andy done. If we can win 2 or 3 of these things, you know he gonna chill. And then we got Eric B, and then it's all good. Then the dynasty
Surprised
can
Andy
run
Reid
even
is still
longer,
in. I'm
bro.
surprised Andy Reid is still in. But on the topic, while we talking
He in
about the
there.
Chiefs, who's your underdog on the Chiefs?
The Chiefs this upcoming season, underdog.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna be one of them ridiculous people talking sports and try to create some narrative just to talk about Pat Mahomes. Okay.
Hmm.
My underdog, if we can keep him, is Darrell Williams, but the other one that I really want people to pay attention to is Nicole Hartman because he's still on that rookie contract. If we don't pick up any free agent or draft wide receivers, I feel like he solidifies himself again as the number 2 and stops having all these ridiculous drops and fumbles, these little statistical, you know what I'm saying? The stuff that I don't like that we do, the wildcat, like those wasted plays when we could just run the ball. You know what I'm saying? But he's gonna stick around and be a key point of the offense no matter what. I think he's edged out Demarcus Robinson talent wise. So it's McCall Harmon. That's my underdog. What about you? Are you a Bears? But would you call yourself a Bears fan?
I was gonna
Okay.
say that. Like, my underdog is the entire team. I just want them to show up. Just show up. That's all I want, man. Like, they be so disappointed, especially every time they lose to Green Bay. I'd be like, what the, just show up. That's it.
New coach, never heard of him, but maybe that's a good thing.
Yeah. I can't even keep up with all the changes they've been making, man. But hey, maybe they trending in the right direction, man. Shout out.
I feel like y'all got something because Justin Fields and Darnell Mooney is an up and coming little tandem.
Yeah.
Because Darnell Mooney been open for like 2.5 seasons, but can't nobody get the ball to him. But he be wide open, bro. Darnell Mooney be wide open.
Yeah.
But Justin Fields running around.
I'm just happy Trubisky's not the quarterback no more.
Thank you for that, by the way. My straight up and down. I want to
always look scared, man.
I want to send my love and appreciation to the Chicago Bears franchise for not drafting Patrick Mahomes. I just want to thank y'all from the bottom of my heart. And I will always be eternally grateful and support y'all in the NFC North. Rodgers will fall one day, and I feel like it'll be easy because the Vikings never they be good. The Vikings are always quality, but they never get it done. And then the Lions are the Lions. So I feel like y'all got a good shot this year. And if Aaron Rodgers leaves, I feel like y'all win the division.
You think so?
Yeah.
He's on his way out though.
The only thing, if he goes to San Francisco, okay. If he goes to Carolina, okay. I've heard rumors that he's going to the Titans because he just bought some property up there. But once again, I don't hold weight in that. Yo Gotti owns DC United. You know what I'm saying? I don't hold weight in, you know what I mean? In like professionals and rich people doing off location type stuff. I don't feel like that. Yeah, man.
Yeah, I feel you, man.
So
But enough football, man. Let's jump into basketball.
yes, sir.
We got the month of March right around the corner. March Madness about to start.
Love it. My favorite tournament. That's my favorite thing in sports. Single thing is March Madness tournament.
I really don't even pay attention to like the Elite Eight. Like, okay. Right. But right. I mean, if I catch a game, it's on, I'll watch it, but I'm not like following the schedule. Oh, Davidson plays Mizzou tomorrow. That game.
Well, I'll tell you right now, as a Duke fan, this is Coach K's last season, so you know what I'm rooting for. Right. Also, I want to give a shout out to Ed Cooley and the Providence Friars. They're my other team. Okay. They just won a triple overtime the other night against Xavier. Okay. They've got to play Creighton, and then they've got to play Villanova one more time. Villanova beat them last time off of like a 30-some point performance from Colin Gillespie. But I really think that Providence is going to win the Big East and maybe move up to a 3 seed in the projected top 16 right now. Right now, they're projected to be a 4 seed with Villanova as a 3 seed coming out of the Big East. But Villanova just lost. Providence just won, and then Providence has a chance to play Villanova. So hopefully they win the Big East and get a 2 or 3 spot so they can not have to play the 1 seed coming out of, because I feel like all the 1 seeds are pretty solid this year. So if they can avoid having to play the 1 seed too early, I feel like Providence can make a run.
Well, I still got to do my research. I'm not even going to talk about any of the teams.
We'll keep it real simple. Gonzaga is still overrated in my opinion. UCLA has a shot. I like Michigan too. If they can overcome the slap hurt around the world, Michigan is a pretty solid squad.
I like them underdogs though, man. I want a team like
to me, that's kind of my other pick. I want Michigan to make it in and bring Juwan Howard back, and then we kind of see how this evolves. So it plays all the way into the tournament. So is he gonna slap the coach today?
That would be a tough headline, man. Anyway,
I feel like it'd be funny. But I mean, there's plenty of good teams out there. College basketball is a little bit different from like our day, the great days of, you know what I'm saying, Leo Lyons and was it JT Tiller? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
That was a hell of a squad though, man. That full cup press, man.
Oh, Zaire Taylor.
Yeah, man. I really had high hopes for that team, man. I'm like, man, they doing something. Mike Anderson was running them boys ragged.
Yeah, man. Mike Anderson really was a good coach, man. That was a good era for basketball. I will say that.
I don't even know where he is now. Is he still coaching South Carolina?
He is, but I cannot tell you off the top of the head. We'd have to look that up. Where's Mike Anderson now? The new segment. But yeah, college basketball is the fact that you got to be hot. You got to win 8, potentially 9 games in a row with the play-in now. I feel like it's the most competitive because any school can have a basketball program. It's pretty cheap to have a basketball program over a football program. So I feel like there's more that can happen. We finally saw a 16 beat a 1. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like it's different now, so it's just more wide open. So I really like it. Another little team, Miami Hurricanes, actual basketball team might be halfway decent and something to mess with. They always had the athletes, but they can never put it together. But they've been winning a lot too. And then heart goes out to the Big 12 always. Championship was in the Kansas City growing up. Texas Tech, that's my other team.
I always like them. I like their uniforms.
I mean, they would.
Texas Tech. Forget Texas.
That's because the Longhorns used to, man.
Yeah,
boy.
they used to.
Oh man, them in Oklahoma, boy.
Yeah,
used to
yeah.
kill a lot of homecomings. No, but yeah, but college basketball still college basketball, man.
Yeah, I know. I kind of want to see Calipari do something. Like, I know he get the number one. I ain't heard nothing about him in a while.
It's there though.
I'd love for his team or whoever's on the squad to go all the way, man.
I mean, Kentucky's gonna be in the tournament, so yeah. But I try to talk about, you know what I'm saying?
I hear you.
We know Calipari gonna be there. The only reason I even said anything about just because it's Coach K's last year, so it's real special. Yeah. I mean, and he already doesn't go to all the away games. We've had a lot of postponements this year because of COVID. He left he didn't come back at half one of the other games because he was having like fatigue issues, stuff like that. So he really is starting to get up there. And
how old is he now?
Down. Good question. Gotta be probably early 70s.
Yeah, I was gonna say he's in the 70s, ain't he?
Bro, the black hair, bro, it'll throw you off. You never know how old Mike K is.
Exactly. But anyway, let's keep moving. 75
years old.
75.
That's what I'm saying. Like, he up there.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Long time. Long time.
Big ups to Coach K in his last season, man.
We appreciate that.
No problem, brother. What else we gonna talk about today? I think you have.
We can switch to professional ball because I wanted to but we got to talk about how bad it was. NBA All-Star Weekend, bro.
But what was bad about it?
It was in Cleveland. That was like the first thing. Like,
hey man, but shout out to them small market teams though.
Oh,
they don't get enough shine. Like, even just watching Memphis hoop now, I'm like, man, I need more Memphis games on TV, man, because that dude is balling.
I mean, that's how you end up getting those games.
Yeah.
Also, shout out to like Anthony Edwards up in Minnesota. His games are really exciting. De'Aaron Fox, I'm a Heat and a Kings fan. Kings used to be in Kansas City, so I like De'Aaron Fox. I do like the small markets, and as a Kansas Cityan, I truly do hope that we do get a team in this expansion. They can play at the T-Mobile Center downtown. Don't act like y'all don't hear me now. Another fact about the Grizzlies should have been in St. Louis. If St. Louis or Kansas City get a team, it's a wrap. That's my squad.
Well, that's like, teams keep moving away from them small markets, man, because they were talking about it today, how New Orleans might lose Zion. How they still giving away tickets. They're not selling out when he playing.
Well, the problem is,
I'm like, dang.
What's crazy is, shout out to New Orleans, because that's actually where I'm at now. I'm actually in New Orleans, Louisiana right now, for Mardi Gras, working the event. You know what I'm saying? If you are out there, holla at me. We'd be on the route. We'd be selling stuff. Holla at me. Charge for the merch. You already know the deal. The issue is the Smoothie King Center. I can tell you live and direct. It's the Smoothie King Center. Wonderful company. Tastes great. Sometimes gives me the Dougie Fresh in my stomach, but you're not going to win no championships. You're still playing at the Smoothie King Center. I agree. Stephen A. said it. I agree. It's just, there's something about it. It's just not the, like, oh boy, I'm out here dunking on them at the Smoothie King. It's not gonna work. They got CJ McCollum, they got a squad, but I just don't.
Yeah.
I know they want to give Seattle the Sonics back, and then I know they wanted to at least put 1 to 3 more teams out there, and I just hope Kansas City get it, because when we didn't get the Thunder, it really kind of sucks, because now they're not the KC Thunder, they're the OKC Thunder. So it's like, I was real mad that happened. Bro, but it's fine as long as we get something else. That's what I hope. So,
But
because you always got your Bulls. So
I still thought the All-Star, weekend was a success.
no,
Seeing that
no.
video. Hold on, no, bro. Seeing that video of LeBron and Michael Jordan shaking hands, watching my boy Steph Curry drop 16 threes. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was like, man, I was proud. Like, damn, they did the damn
I
thing.
understand. I understand. You got. I know
I
that
was
you like the
happy,
All-Star
man.
game.
I said, what?
The whole
Showed
format
up.
of it, everything. I'm a classic. It's East versus West, voted by the fans. It's about who has the most fans who get on the site or get on the app or whatever it is and vote. It shouldn't be about we playing pickup games. This ain't the Drew League.
I
You know what I'm
like
saying?
that. I'm not gonna lie, I like that format.
And then they do the thing where it's like you win the quarters instead of the
Yeah,
actual.
I like that because it's like a 21 game. Like I feel like before they started doing that, it would get so boring, man.
I
There was no
I feel like I'm
competition
bored.
towards the end.
I feel like I'm bored just because I don't know what's going on. I can't figure it out. It's like
Oh,
what is
so the top score of the fourth quarter, you had to get up to 163. Like you're playing up to 21. First one to 21 wins.
so it's
So like,
first to 163. That's what it
yeah,
is.
yeah,
Because I cut it off because ain't nobody
yeah.
playing defense. Ain't nobody do
They
it. You know what I'm
started
saying?
in that last quarter. I didn't even. I'm not gonna lie. I watched like the first quarter. Then I waited for that last quarter because I knew it was going to be close and defense was going to be ramped up. They wouldn't let Steph Curry take any more threes. They were D'ing them up.
Well, it's like I said, to me, it's just it's like I understand it's the All-Star game, but this is just like a showcase. Like I feel like if I wanted to go see the Globetrotters, they still on tour. You know what I'm saying? Like if I just wanted to see, you know what
You're
I'm
right.
saying?
It's pointless, but it's just entertainment. You know what I'm saying?
Then
It's
like the
weekend off.
skills challenge is kind of whatever. 3-point contest was kind of cool. It was cool seeing Carl Anthony Towns
Mm-hmm.
win that as a big man. You know what I'm saying? We've had big men win it before. As far as I'm concerned, Larry Bird's a big man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So we've seen big men win it before, but it was cool to see him do it, being able to compete against, some of the better shooters in the league, minus Steph. Um, and then, bro, the real issue, I guess I'll agree with you on some of that, but I guess the real point is that dunk contest, bro. I don't think I've seen a worse dunk contest. So I don't like, I'm dead serious. I don't think I can remember. There might have been that one where Chris Anderson had like 35 failed attempts. You remember that one?
Yeah.
He literally just couldn't. He just kept doing it. It was just like, bro, just do something else. But I don't know what they're doing. They're like Duncan and Tim's. That's supposed to be like impressive. They doing simple stuff because they can't come up with, like, it's just not like Obi, like, what was it? He like put it off the glass, but then put it in, like, dude, this is not like Vince Carter is like rolling over somewhere upset. The scoring don't make no sense. I feel like they just trying to be nice.
Yeah.
Like, and then
Well,
who's
you know what
doing
it
the
is, though,
applicant
man.
process? Who's the person who's like, oh, you got the credentials, we pick you? Like, it
No,
should
I
be.
think I think nobody wants to do it.
Is that why? Who?
So
I don't
like
understand.
a
That's what
lot
I'm
of
saying.
times,
Why don't they want to do it?
because think about it, why would I come out here in some prop and dunk and try to win dunk contests? A lot of the times the players who do it are players who want to be up and coming recognition, so that you can be like, oh yeah, I saw him in the dunk contest, I'm gonna start. So then your ad revenue starts to go up. They're buying your jerseys more. People know your name more. Like the effect that it had on, I can't think of his name right now. He played for the Bulls, but he did it 2 years in a row, won both the years. And then the dude who played for the Magic, I can't think of his name either right
Aaron
now.
Gordon.
Yeah,
Aaron Gordon.
Aaron Gordon, yeah. So all of these players, and then GTA, Juan Toscano Anderson just did it because they want that recognition, like, oh, okay, he's up and coming, he can dunk. And fans start asking about your jersey price goes up, your contract goes up a little bit. It's just for that recognition. I see it as for it to matter again, you got to get like the stars to want to do it.
I think that's what I'm trying to say. Like, we've never seen. No, yeah, LeBron ain't never did it.
Exactly. But if
Like,
John Moran participated in it,
give me Ja Morant, Zach
yeah,
LaVine,
yeah, Zach
uh,
LaVine, there it is, yeah.
Derrick Jones Jr. And like, you know what I'm saying? Like, there are some dudes. It's like, bro, just let them do their thing.
Yeah,
Like, literally, like, come on, bro. Like, just
man, but
it didn't mean nothing. I remember I used to be like, nah, bro, we gotta watch the dunk contest. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
I ain't even see it. I'm not even gonna lie. That's how I
I'll
wasn't
wait.
even
I'll
looking
wait.
forward to it.
Bro, I got YouTube Premium. I'll wait for the highlight video because I know it'd be bad.
Exactly.
I know it'd be bad. I know it'd be bad. I just don't even. I'd rather waste 8 minutes than 2 hours
I feel you.
for the commercials, the ads. I'd rather just waste the 8 minutes watching the highlights.
But it was a good. I'm not a LeBron fan, but it was good to see him take the last shot.
I
Make
feel
it.
like they did that on purpose, so it is what it
But he
is.
could have missed that mug.
He could have.
He could have missed that bug. So I'm like, man, it's good to see his evolution.
Well, speaking of the evolution of LeBron, did you hear what he said about teaming or you know what I'm saying his last year or years or whatever he wants
Yeah,
to
he's
spend
been
with his
saying that,
son?
man. And I could see him leaving the Lakers to go to wherever his
Of
son.
course. Of course. If he can leave the Cavs, go back to the Cavs.
Yeah.
And you know what I'm saying? He messed my team up. You know what I'm saying? Like if he
Riley's
can
still mad about that.
bro, don't even get me started, bro. Don't even get me started.
I think it's dope because that's a father's dream, man.
Right.
You're
I don't like
"Hey, my
LeBron, but I feel like
son."
that's still cool. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
That's still cool.
yeah,
The problem is I think he's not as tall as LeBron. He like 6'3". He's not as much of an athlete as LeBron because when you 6'3", you got to be more of an athlete like Russell coming out. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
That's what was limiting Steph in the beginning. Now that Steph is a little bit more muscular, you see he really starting to get in his bag as a
yeah.
6'3" guard. But like, I don't feel like he has the same skill set as LeBron. I think he's only like in the 30s as far as rank for his class, I think.
Mm.
So I think that his actual like potential draft position is actually, I don't even think like draft level. He might be more of like an elite G League talent at this point.
Mm.
So it's like, or like he's definitely not a one and done. So then it becomes well, how long is you gonna wait kind of thing. So is he trying to like up Bronny's draft stock? Because Bronny could be a really, really solid 2-3 year collegiate player. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's kind of like, is he
But the
doing this
name
now?
alone is gonna carry so much weight, though, man. The fact, oh, he's LeBron's son.
No, it's the fact that that's what I'm saying is like the
Yeah.
fact that him saying like, oh, I'm gonna go to that team if y'all get him is like, well, okay, Bronny's not a top 10 pick, but if you know what I'm
But
saying,
them tickets, though,
sitting
man,
there,
it's all about finances to these teams sometimes, man.
if you sitting there at 8
If
and there's
LeBron is
nobody
telling
that you
you,
really want
if LeBron
anyway,
is telling you, like, hey, you drafted my son, I'm coming.
that's what I'm saying. So if you sitting there, you got like the 9th pick, and all the people you wanted was gone, you be like, you basically drafting LeBron James at the 9th spot
Yeah.
because you getting LeBron James, and then you getting his son at a discount price and can let him develop.
Yep.
So to me, it's crazy because I don't know. I guess this never came to fruition because George's Kids wasn't. I think the daughter was the best hooper, to be 1,000 with you, as far as skill. So we never really got to see that. And LeBron coming out of high school has had to play for so long because what I think Bronny is draft eligible in 2024. That's realistic for LeBron. Like it makes sense. It's like I said, I don't even like the guy, but it's a cool. I feel like that's cool, bro. So if he pulls it off, I just hope that it's not something ridiculous. You know what I'm saying? And then what limit or what extent is he willing to go? Like, let's say they draft Bronny, but they have 0 cap space. You gonna play for free? I mean, he could. He rich, but it's like what? Like, you know what I'm saying? How far
How
is this
far?
gonna go? Yeah. Like this is
I
really
can
what
see
you're
him
trying to
taking
do.
I can see him taking the veteran minimum.
I mean, who knows what that is, but yeah.
Yeah, a couple
Like literally,
billion. I
like
could see LeBron going there for the veteran minimum, just to say he did it.
the other thing is you don't want to cripple the team because if he's literally like, no, I'm about to be one and done with my son. Like literally, if my son's in the league, I'm gonna play 1 year with him and then I'm retiring. You don't necessarily want to come in there and ask for too much money. So that's what I'm trying to say. We know LeBron a team player, so it's like, how far is he
Is he
willing to
gonna
take
go?
it? You know what I'm saying? To
Well,
pull it
we
off.
will see. We shall see.
Because I don't think the Lakers are outright drafting because they're gonna try to get ready for the post LeBron era. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And he's openly talking about it like this when they didn't make
Yeah.
no moves at the trade deadline and Russell Westbrook still shooting. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just like, you know what I'm saying? I
One
don't.
day he gonna learn, man.
Yeah. The other big story out
Go
of
ahead, bro.
the pro, CP3, man,
Yeah.
again,
Man. I feel
again,
bad for dude though, man. A real
yeah,
talk,
feel the
man.
worst, feel the worst
Because
for him.
every time, like remember he was on the Rockets team. I'm like, man, they might mess around to beat my Warriors, man. They got the point guard. Like to have a name like that. The point guard. But then every time
Christopher
it comes down to it, you
Emmanuel
stay
Paul.
hurt.
It's very very complicated situation. I think they have a 6-game lead in like for the whole league for best record.
Yeah.
So I'm not really sure what they're gonna do, but yeah, broken thumb, 6 to 8 weeks. So I think that they got enough because most of these guys were playing together before Chris Paul got there. Obviously, Chris Paul unlocks a different part of them, but now those parts have been unlocked, and I don't think that they get re-locked up. You know what I'm saying? Like I think Mikal Bridges, Aiden, but Booker gonna go off now because he's like, oh, you know what I'm saying? My team captain.
Yeah.
We got to do it for Chris. I feel like they still fall under the Booker sub leadership and still, you know what I'm saying, Monty Williams. I feel like they still, they'll maybe, I don't know if the position is compromised, but that's a lot of games to give up. They got a little lead, but
I think they need to start dude coming off the bench because I can't think of his name, but he played in OKC under Westbrook, the little point guard.
I know who you're talking about. I can't remember his name.
Yeah, they need to start him. And he's a hell of a talent. He can shoot too. You know,
I
so
know exactly who you're talking about. But yeah,
I mean, obviously
like,
Devin Booker should still take more shots now, but I think they need to plug him in. That's what you got him for, you know.
Cameron Johnson, JaVale McGee, Jay Crowder. They like I said, they Cameron Payne.
Yep, that's his name.
Oh wow, they have Bismack Biyombo. Interesting.
Bismack Biyombo.
But I think that they have enough to pull it together. They're of course going to make the playoffs. I'm not worried about anything like that. But as far as like that 1 seed, I don't know. It's definitely at risk.
Yeah,
because Chris Paul was averaging like 10.8 assists a game before he got hurt. So it's definitely going to change what they're doing. But I feel like there's an opportunity for the young guys to step up and do it for CP3, and I feel like they will. So we'll just see how he's affected. I didn't even check to see if it was his ball dominant hand. If it is, that probably give him another more week to 2 of tenderness and hesitance. But as long as he'll be fine, bro.
I'd be mad if he don't show up in the playoffs, man, because of his thumb. I'm like, oh, them damn State Farm commercials you did, you ain't gonna show up because of your thumb.
Nah, bro. He can't afford another injury, bro. If he get injured again, it's bro.
Yeah.
I'm just tired of watching this shit, bro. Like, I want you to win so bad. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I was a Suns fan because, I'd be thinking sometimes and it'd be like, what creates the most heat? The Suns. So, they just are cousins, bro. You know what I'm saying? So I was supporting the Suns, through that finals run.
That was kind of corny, bro. Heat.
Bro. Bro, you see, because I'm still hurt from the pandemic. The bubble finals still hurt my feelings. You know what I'm saying? So I be trying to hold
I'll
positivity to
give you
keep
that.
watching.
What creates the most?
So,
I had to think about that for a second. I'm like,
we just cousins, bro.
I hear you.
We just cousins, bro.
I hear you.
But and then Chris Paul, I just want Chris Paul. He finally got to the final. I just want him to win.
I do want him to win too.
I just want him to win so then we can kind of
Mm-hmm.
because I feel like if he wins, that'll unlock another part of Chris Paul to where he's like, oh, I won one by myself with a team that was drafted. I came, unlocked these young men, and won the ring. Now Chris Paul can go wherever that, you know what I'm saying, he want to go and probably get another ring because now he like, oh, I done did it. You can't say nothing about me now.
Yeah. To me, he's forever going to be champion, even if he doesn't get it. Because wherever he goes, he wins.
Same thing about Russell Westbrook. These are all champions in my eyes. Play basketball at a professional level. But I know what you mean. And I don't know. Chris Paul is the numbers, the longevity, all that guy he has pretty much. So to me, Hall of Fame and that stuff was never a question. It's just I know how bad he want to win that ring to say that he did because like Stockton never did. You know what I'm saying? Like you got to win at least one to be able to talk to, compared to Isaiah. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, so if he can just have that one championship, obviously people will be like, oh yeah, point guard.
I'm rooting for him, but not if it's against my Warriors. So
that's my prediction for the Western Conference Finals. So expect hateful Suns Heat combo motivated text.
You know what my dream combination in the finals would be though?
What?
The Warriors versus the Bulls.
Because you win.
I don't know what I do. I go crazy.
You win either way.
I win either way. I wouldn't give a damn man. Like whoever wins, man.
All right, cool. Well, I guess if that's the case, then I really need the Sacramento Kings and the Miami Heat to have a final, so I can be just as happy. And if they want to just go ahead and move back to Kansas City, that'd be real nice because that was kind of the whole thing.
That's not going to happen, bro.
Bro, it was a theme. The
I'm
Royals,
not saying it's not. It's 2020.
The Royals, the Chiefs, the Kings.
Not moving back.
We were all the Monarchs. All of our teams were like royal. You know what I mean?
They're not moving back.
Bro, they really. Well, Shaq sold the team. We ain't Shaq-Ramento no more. I don't know how that happened in the first damn play. Y'all let a Laker buy the franchise? Like, what was y'all doing? How could y'all do that to us? That man used to dunk on Vlade Divac all the time. You gonna let this man buy it? He called us the Sacramento Queens, and y'all let this man buy the team? How could y'all do that?
But on another note, before we end, we're getting close to the end of the show. Right. Shout out to the U.S. Women's soccer team, man. They took that case to court, felt like they weren't getting paid equally to the men, and they were winning. And they got a whopping $24 million. So much deserved.
It's a start.
It's a start.
It's a start.
The only thing I don't like that they tied it to them signing another collective bargaining agreement, which means if they don't sign a new collective bargaining agreement, the money goes away. I feel like they should have just awarded them that money and like, hey, you get it. It happened in the past. It's yours, regardless what happens moving forward. But I get it. You can't get everything you want, so.
That is what I've seen. Maybe only the Lakers. I mean, I'm sure there's some other franchises that I can't, but like only the Lakers are going to pay an athlete for what they've done. Yeah. Some of the later Kobe Bryant contracts. Rest in peace to Mama, by the way.
Yeah.
One of my greatest adversaries, hated him as a kid, but I would have never wished any, you know what I'm saying? Like, rest in peace, Kobe, man. But yeah, kind of that situation. Teams don't really be inclined to pay you for what you've done. You know what I'm saying? Like give you a big like, oh, he took a pay cut for 12 years. So let's give him the big check now that he can't play no more.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
No.
That doesn't really make sense for them as a business. So I don't know. I feel like that would just be their leverage. That's just a leverage. You know what I mean? Yeah. We're going to leverage it against the ladies to still kind of keep a, little pressure on them. So I mean, but good for them for at least getting a victory. You know, small
Yeah.
battle in the big war. So definitely.
Well, until next time, thank you for tuning in. Don't forget to subscribe. UndR Podcast on YouTube, Spotify, and Apple down below.
Boy, I'll let your boy.